Welcome. I'm Fred Antonucci, the plant manager of Mound Road Engine and the Mack Avenue Engine plants. After 47 years, Mound Road Engine is closing its doors. The corporation has recognized our accomplishments throughout the years and has rewarded us with 2 state-of-the-art facilities, Mack 1 and Mack 2. As the transition to the new plants continues, we couldn't let these doors shut without a proper farewell to all its employees, both past and present. So we thought a video was in order to remember this proud plant. Mound Road is a plant where thousands of dedicated employees have had a hand in building over 20 million engines. It's a place that has become home and community to our workers and financially helped us buy our homes, put our children through school, and given us an opportunity to build great engines. We hope that you hold on to your past and at the same time look to continuing our proud traditions at the Mack engine plants. If these walls could talk, we'd hear the voices of thousands of people who have worked here to make a difference.
If these walls could talk, if these machines could tell a story, what would they say? And who would listen? You can still smell the cast iron, or hear the roar of those machines. You can even feel the oily sweat that workers must have endured. For 47 years, thousands of men and women worked side by side in this hallowed building. If these walls could talk.
To be a part of the 110% club. We do more than just 100% around here. We love our job, we know other people's jobs, and when it's time to fill in for somebody else, people just go right ahead and step right in and say, let's get the job done. And our love turns to rust. We're beaten, blown by the wind, trampled in dust.
It's one of the best places to ever work. The people here are like one big family. They'll bend over backwards for you, and with the problems we have, we seem to get them done with the people we have in the plant.
They check each and every engine that goes out of the plant so that all our customers have nothing but the best. Where the streets have no name,
some of the new people that are coming in, I'm really impressed. As soon as they see the operation, they want to change it, they want to move things around, and they ask a lot of questions, you know, why is this way? And they're bright and they're eager to work.
If the walls of this plant could talk, they would tell the story of thousands of workers who have passed through these gates for over 40 years, confident that they were coming to a place that would allow them to provide for their families.
The history of MRE starts with a groundbreaking in 1951. The Briggs Manufacturing Company built the original plant to produce aircraft components. In 1953, Chrysler bought the plant and started the massive changeover to a state-of-the-art engine production plant. When it opened its doors in 1955, the Plymouth engine plant was the most automated plant in the world. Heads of state and dignitaries flocked to the plant on Mound Road to glimpse and take notes on this production facility of the future. The first engine that rolled down the line was the 318 V8, found inside many of the Plymouth cars and Dodge trucks of the day. In the 60s, the newly expanded plant started building the smaller 273 V8, which found its way into the Coronet, Valiant, and Satellite. In the early 70s, America's need for speed was accommodated, with Mound Road launching the high-performance 340 V8, proudly shown off by Darts, Barracudas, and Roadrunners. The 80s brought a new concern. The consumer had fresh memories of the oil crisis. In 1986, the V8 begrudgingly made room for the 3.9-liter V6, adding another engine to the lineup. By the 90s, the Mound Road engine plant was filled with 35-year-plus veterans. The building had become a community and a flagship for Chrysler Corporation. Fiercely loyal to their co-workers and totally dedicated to building excellent engines, the men and women of Mound Road still found time to support the community around them. From plant gatherings to mentoring school children or giving Christmas gifts to the needy, MRE spirit was universally known. Even though the plant was aging, the 90s brought even more challenge to the seasoned veterans of Mound Road. The original 318 5.2-liter V8 and the popular 3.9-liter V6 were joined by the 8-liter V10 cast iron for the Ram truck and the demanding aluminum Viper V10 engine. All were proudly built by the people at MRE. The demand for quality engines at a breakneck pace has always been the way at MRE. With the plant seeing almost 50 years of continuous duty, Daimler Chrysler built Mach 1 and Mach 2 engine plants to produce a new generation of engines and to retire this proud facility. Mound Road Engine Plant is a place filled with memories, forever connected to its people.
When I first came to work at Mound Road, I came with a suit on. And they said, Dennis Fountain, in fact, it was his name, says, Ken Hayden, I'm putting you to work right now. I says, in my suit? And he says, yes.
Started in December 16, 1963 at Chrysler.
It was just like the service all over again. You calling me, you, and away we went. Landed up on the assembly line, section 3, torquing down the head bolts by hand.
So I went back to piston assembly and I built 4-barrel pistons for the 273 4-barrel Barracuda engine. That's my first day.
Scared, my feet were hurting, and it was a scary situation.
All these chains, all these conveyors, all these machines humming, all the noise you're hearing, and you're worried about it. You've never been in a factory before.
When I came here, I wouldn't bet $50 that I would be here 31 years. With the noise and the the work schedule and everything, I said to myself, this is a place that I don't really think I can make it in.
Okay, guys, he said, I want to introduce you to the crankshaft. This is where they separate the boys from the men.
I went right to the line installing pistons in Section 2. And it was fast-paced.
Intimidating. Though I was in the military, this was intimidating.
He took me in the two-room office and he said, now listen, young man, you get a 12-minute break at 9 o'clock, you get a half-hour lunch, and you get a 12-minute break at 1 o'clock.
It was really an overwhelming experience. It was, I don't know, it was sensory overload.
He showed me around and said, we want you in here tomorrow. And that was the beginning of this 39 years.
I was being taken around on a tour, and I was a little concerned that I wouldn't be able to find my way back because it seemed so large at the time.
Chief Stewart took me around. He said, you cannot work any overtime until you make your seniority. I said, that's fair. 2 days later, they come and asked if I would work 12 hours. I worked 12 hours, 7 days for the next year and a half. God bless Mound Road. You gotta love Mound Road.
$3.97 an hour.
I think it was about $1.75 or $1.60 or $1.75 an hour, something around there.
They was paying me $1.20 per hour.
I think $3.72, I believe. 3 something.
$2.79 an hour. That was big money.
$3.31 an hour. In fact, I left the bank because the bank wasn't paying that much money. $20 an hour, maybe $19.
$2.75 an hour.
$10.49 an hour.
Oh, it's big money. I mean, just 18 years old.
That was pretty good money back then. It paid for fixing my car and kept me in beer.
And I was like, thank you. Yeah, I can't complain.
That was big money.
For a 21-year-old, it was great.
I made $2.72 an hour. Believe it or not, I have my first pay stub, and I got it laminated at home now.
We had fans, and I don't care where you place those fans, when that temperature got to be 100 degrees, you wasn't doing nothing blowing hot air.
In the summertime, if it wasn't 150 degrees or more, it wasn't nothing. I mean, it was just pure. A whole lot of clothes was ruined. The cast iron sweating that you were doing, and pillowcases and bed sheets, and wife thinking you never took a shower.
Well, it was a very hard place to work. The weather was so hot at times that it was almost unbearable to breathe, much less work, but we did. We worked, and we learned how strong that we really were.
Hot, dark, dirty, greasy, but the people were fantastic.
There are times when things get a little hectic here, but we all scramble and we work together, you know, to make it all come together to keep those engines running out that door, to keep those plants running. So when I see one riding down the street, a vehicle, a Ram, a Jeep, I say to myself, yeah, I had a part in that.
The point I'm trying to drive here is how well the people worked. I mean, I'm talking about from top management down to a janitor. And we had lines of demarcation, we knew that, but we all worked for one common goal, and that one common goal was get that engine off that line.
I would have them remember how well everybody got along in this plant. Quite naturally, there were going to be some cases where there might be a little friction, but overall, you can't beat the camaraderie that was built in this particular facility.
The makeup of Mound Road is the people, not the product we build, but the people.
Every day it was full of life. You walked in there, it was always moving, there was always excitement, there was always something going on.
When you can go up to a person, and no matter what your problems are or theirs, and they're a true friendship, it's not just a matter of somebody that you work with. Something is right in your life or something is wrong, and the same goes for them. And the hugs are there, the concern, sharing each other's joys. That's what it's all about.
I would say it's a family reunion 6 days a week, 8 hours a day. Some days it would reach 105 in the summertime, but you wouldn't notice the heat because of the people working to the left and right of you. It's just a great place to work.
I met many friends here, and the friends extend themselves, and they have become part of my family on the outside, not just in here.
It's a family, you know, more so than a job. Even though it is a job, you come to work every day, but you come to be with the people that you see every day. And the reason I say it's a family because the schedule that we had is a 7-day, 12-hour schedule. So you there more than you're home. So it's your family.
It's funny because I have people that I talk to every day that they're almost like a mom or a second dad.
It's gonna be hard if I go to another plant because Mound Road and the union has been good to me and my family. I couldn't ask for a better job.
You'll never see another one, really. You'll never see another crew like the one we had here. Everybody was together. One was down, the other one picked them up. And I guess that's what made this place tick for all these years.
I'll miss them, definitely.
I tell them I'm finna go. When I leave home, I say I'm finna go to my second home. See my other family, see how they doing today.
It's like a huge high school, a college dorm. It's like quote unquote Peyton Place in a sense. You have everything. You have the world outside the doors, outside the gates, and you have the world inside where we produce engines. And those people, every shape, every personality, every being that makes a person, you have every day in this plant.
We have so many improvements over how things have been done for decades at Mound Road. We have improvements in air quality at Mac 1. We have improvements in the quality of how the jobs are done, on the equipment that there is to work with. And the younger people coming in should really appreciate what they're starting out with, because we certainly didn't have that at Mound Road.
I have a lot of confidence in our young people because I think the older people, when we came in, thought the same of us. And we carried on, we prevailed. I think the young people should be able to do better than us.
I'm very happy though that I got to start there because I've taken what I learned from there to here. I wouldn't change that for anything.
It's all the same people. There's very few newcomers here. It's Mound Road personnel working at Mac 2, and I think that's why this place is so successful.
You are still Mound Road, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter how you do it. When you do it, you're gonna be thinking about Mound Road. So keep it in your mind.
But there's something there that you're gonna miss. You know, gonna miss the people, and when they close the doors, I think it's gonna take a part of all of us with them.
If I was a minister, I'd get up on my pulpit, get behind my podium, and I'll tell everybody, bow, nod your head. Let's pray for Mound Road.
We've built over 20 million engines, good quality engines, and that's something in itself to be proud of. You're a part of American industry. We're going to close the doors here today, and when we close, never look back. Just remember the good times.
Times change, people have to move on, and there's different things going on with the company now, so I understand. But I have a lot of great memories.
Mound Road engine may be physically gone, but not spiritually gone. And even now, it's hard to accept the fact that this plant is closing. So that's what I would say to the people that's past and present that worked at Mound Road engine. They can hold their head up high. They should be proud.
Mound Road never dies. Mound Road never dies.
Mound Road had a good life. Mound Road was good to us. And hey, I would never forget Mound Road.
Mound Road gave us a lot to be, not only financially, but a lot to be proud of when you say, hey, I'm a UAW member. So, you know, when I walk out that door with that 51 on my hat or that UAW wheel on my jacket, it makes you feel really proud.
They're always gonna be Mound people, just in another place, in another time. You always know where you began. How they say you never forget where you come from. That's where you started, that's what you stick with.
When we leave and when we go to different plants, we're hugging and kissing. Just think when we know this is it, this is final.
Nobody said nothing bad about Mound Road Engine. Where you from? You don't have to say Mound Road Engine, just say MRE.
Though we're shutting this down, you imagine the lives we've touched, or this building has touched. The kids that are through college because of this place. The homes that we have, the cars we drive, our health, everything. Though this facility is closing, this is a building full of dreams and opportunity. So it's not the time to feel blue and drab and complacent. It's time to move on, take that MRE spirit with you, and keep striving to be the best. Amen.
The people of Mound Road Engine Plant are the voice and the memory of this tired but proud building. MRE spirit is found in our families and friends. It's out on the road where our engines power this great country. And it's in our unwavering commitment to each other, past and present.